There is a deeply concerning colonialist sentimentality which pervades humanity's outlook on artistry. While art is inherently subjective and interpretive, as any time spent with an artist or their work ought to tell us, we instead both expect and demand that art makes sense to our particular sensibilities. If we experience artwork which is discomforting or challenging, we often use that as an excuse to lash out in petulant defiance rather than introspect. There are only a handful of camera angles that a video game is generally allowed to use. There are only a few narrative structures that we allow films to partake in. Art may only dip into certain framing devices, certain mechanics, certain belief systems. Even well-received experimentality isn't often experimental, but instead a natural extrapolation of existing consumer bias. Given that all art is fundamentally about expression and culture, the narrow lens through which we analyze it speaks to a great deficiency in compassion and perspective. The human mind is pattern-seeking, and it finds comfort in things which replicate or affirm its existing framework, but that is wholly inadequate to understanding both ourselves and the world around us. What is it that we find so fearful, so objectionable in the existence of alien beliefs and novel concepts, that even when presented through fictional media, we cannot tolerate them? There are answers, of course, buried deep in all things' natural desire for survival and stability, but such simplistic internal systems are often counterproductive to their own goals. And the truth is uncomfortable. It isn't well enough just to survive. The world is a minefield of new alien perspectives, and being ignorant of them does not protect you, it simply makes you easier to manipulate, easier to distill, define, homogenize, and exploit. If there is a safe place to begin analyzing, acknowledging, and acclimating to unusual new experiences, it is art, and we'd best acclimate sooner than later. The less we understand, the less open we are to the world around us, and the less we're able to appreciate that which truly matters.